Tuesday, October 21, 2025. One season in the sun, Santa Cruz voice, let's go. They're making a new zipper. Of course it's on subscription. Better songs in commercials than there are on the radio. Sports, news, weather, and traffic. Kent from Greater Omaha's got the deets. Stick around, we'll make the chaos make sense. And if there's any time left, this week in Bubbles. One season in the sun.
All right, welcome. We are here. It is Tuesday, October 21.
Happy Tuesday to us.
Let's get on the bus. I don't know why it wouldn't do not disturb on my iPad, but okay. All right, welcome here. It is, let's see, it's 67 degrees here in Santa Cruz, 65 in Monterey, 74 in Hollister. That's a big difference there. Microclimates. 68 in Salinas, 70 in San Francisco, 72 in San Jose, 75 in Gilroy. Microclimates. 70 in Gorman, which is on the way to Anaheim, where it is 75 degrees and cloudy on the way up to 77. Let's see, what have we got for traffic this morning? It is whole bunch of little things there with not good explanations all the way up the 101, but nothing showing yellow or red, so you should be doing okay. The 156 cut across is fine. 129 is a little funky. In Watsonville, triangles got just a touch of slowdown, nothing much. There's nothing between Watsonville and the Fishhook where it's a little bit of slowdown as the one hits the streets, and it is a little slowy downy on the streets toward the stoplight. Stoplight on out is really cool. 17 has nothing going on. So basically, I looked at traffic because it were for nothing. There's nothing happening there. Well, I mean, no slowdowns anyway. I guess that's pretty good. The Bay FC played their last home match this season on Saturday night. We were there. Ugly game against North Carolina Courage. Did have the chance to talk to Tess Bode and Penelope Hawking who scored the lone goal for Bay FC in the press conference afterward. Tess Bode seemed to indicate that yes, she felt if Penelope Hawking could have stayed upright and on the field, that they would be in the playoffs right now.
What happened to her?
Well, she got injured.
Oh my!
But Penelope Hawking cut her off as she was nodding. She wasn't looking at Tess. Tess was looking at me. Penelope was looking at me, and Tess was shaking her head yes behind her. But then Penelope, it's not about one person, but sometimes it is. And you know what? Yes, it was. But you know what? They got one more game against Racing Louisville, and that will be next Sunday at 2 p.m. And then Earthquakes, where we were also, but we will be attending the NWSL Championship on the 22nd, so that'll be a cool time there. In fact, there's going to be a lot of things going on that week, and we'll give you hey, what's going on about that the whole way. The Earthquakes won 2-1 with a late goal by Nico. Oh God, why can't I not? I can't say this name unless I'm looking at it. So let me look at it. Okay. Oh Lord, get me to the right one. It refuses to let me look at the day I'm wanting to look at. So it's just okay. Are you gonna keep doing this to me? Yeah, it is. Okay. With a late goal by Nico Tixkaris. It's a Greek name. There's a lot of things in there, and I can't pronounce it. So I can't pronounce it, and I'm not looking at it, so I can read it because the app sucks and won't let me go down to the box score of that game.
Well, you remembered a good semblance of the name.
Yeah, and okay, whatever. Screw it. There were there were three other scenarios that the earthquakes needed to have happen, and oh, wait, I can go to the MLS one. Oh, there we go. Hold on. I will go to MLS. There we go. There were three scenarios. The earthquakes needed two of them to happen, and unfortunately, it was not a thing that was gonna be. So in the end, I don't want to build my bracket. In the end, it was Real Salt Lake and Portland going into the play-in game on Wednesday. It looks like. I don't know what day this is going to be on because it's not saying. No, Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday tomorrow. It's going to be on tomorrow. And so Orlando and Chicago, and then Portland and Real Salt Lake are going to be the participators in that. In the end, Dallas with a win was able to actually move their way up, and the Quakes were in a tie with Real Salt Lake, but it was head-to-head matches that did them in, and that's. Hey, look, that's close. And honestly, let's just be straight about this. In fact, the Quakes were in a three-way tie, and they lost out to RSL. And it was, but this is coming from a historically bad season last year. And you know what? They really, really and truly figured out, getting it to where, hey, look, we're in the thick, and then next year maybe we can make that next step and figure out a way of getting up into the home matches, not having to play a play-in game. And there's a lot of guys. There's some guys that are going to stay. There's a lot of guys that are going to move on, and there's going to be guys brought in. But seeing what Bruce Arena did in stabilizing the franchise in this season, a lot of good stuff going on. A lot of good stuff going on. A lot of stuff to like. Last night, Mariners in baseball, Mariners gave up a 2-1 lead with actually a 3-1 lead. Giving up a 3-run homer, and then not able to get any offense going after that, losing 4-3, and then therefore the seventh game of the American League Championship Series, as the Dodgers have been watching as they swept their way through their series. Either way, I didn't think either team really had much of a chance against the Dodgers. Nobody has bullpens right now, unfortunately, but. Dodgers, and we had this talk on Saturday night about different things, that Shohei Ohtani may indeed be the best baseball player of all time, and that is saying something. Although I still say that Babe Ruth in his time was a better player of his time, because he was hitting more home runs in a season than teams were, and yes, it was a different time, but as far as best player of his time, best player compared to people playing in his time, I still say Babe Ruth was better. I don't know why the Yankees didn't allow him to just be in the rotation, but whatever. But he was truly one of those players. But again, Shohei Ohtani is too. He hit 3 home runs and had 10K in a start in the clinching game in the National League Championship Series. That series is going to start soon. When is it going to start? Let's look at the schedule. I think it starts tomorrow, maybe? Friday. It starts on Friday. So, that starts on Friday. That would make 7th game be next Sunday night. Should that be it? I don't think it goes 7 games, but we'll see. We'll see. Nobody's announced their pitching rotation yet, so that's TBD. And then Sunday, we were what was it? We were invited out to see the Town, which is the minor league team for the Earthquakes, play their home playoff game at PayPal Park. 3-0 win by the Town. They will be playing again on Sunday against a team to be determined today, because
the team's name is the Town.
Yes, and they are in stable condition. And they were 3-1 winners over the North Texas squad, and that's what we've got there. The Giants are in talks hold on here. They are in talks with the Tennessee manager. Let's see here. Giants News Baseball. There we go. And Tony Vitello. He's never coached in the major leagues, but he's got a NCAA championship to his name, and I don't know. I have no idea what I think about this. There are people with 20-minute things about it. I think, and you know, here's the thing, and I'm just going to say this about that. This would mean that Buster Posey is thinking way out of the box here. It's mixed though. The stuff on this is mixed, but you know, there's people saying that plucking a passionate college coach with no professional experience is a bold choice, but here's the other side too, is that the person who wrote this article didn't spell check because they're resident of baseball operations. And he's showing himself to be a executive who leans on his gut instinct. And I'll say this is gut instinct. And he made himself known to baseball for his transformative powers in Knoxville. And honestly, I got to say this: Tennessee was a bottom feeding club, and now they have a national championship and are a power in the Southeastern Conference, winners of the 2024 College World Series. And in his tenure, trips to 5 NCAA Super Regionals and 3 College World Series. So I mean, it's a big swing, but it may be the right swing. So you know what? We will see on that. But right now, we will welcome Kent from Greater Omaha in here. Is there any news?
Kent from Greater Omaha.
Yeah, actually, I do have some news.
Okay.
One season in the sun on Santa Cruz, boys. Here's what's making headlines this morning. From the coast to the capital, stories breaking fast. Schools, storms, and a little political chaos mixed in. We've got local updates, Bay Area briefs, and the latest from the world of sports. Came from Greater Omaha.
Why is that under news?
One season.
I don't know.
In the sun on Santa Cruz, voice.
I don't
Here's
know.
what's making headlines this morning. From the coast to the capital, stories breaking fast. Schools, storms, and a little political chaos mixed in.
That's not it. That's not right.
We're not going to talk about the jewels?
I've got to work my way backwards here. Well, there's news, but here's the thing.
Sure.
Certainly cannot use any
Euphemisms?
otherwise recorded thing. Really, seriously, what the?
I thought you prepared for this moment.
It's time for news.
Wait a minute, here it is.
Okay.
There it is.
There we go.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yo, it's that time again. Where everything's breaking and nothing's fixed. Local storms, weird politics. And someone's emotional support iguana stealing the spotlight. That's your news with Kent from Greater Omaha.
That's how I feel about it, too.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
The yell? Okay.
Yeah.
So, still nothing about iguanas, but the Santa Cruz County Animal Shelter just got a $6,000 boost from the ASPCA, helping spay, neuter, and vaccinate pets ready for adoption. The grant continues the shelter's partnership with Santa Cruz Subaru's Loves Pets campaign.
Oh.
Last month, shelter crews took in 25 cats after an explosion at a local home. Some arrived with singed whiskers, but all are expected to recover. That means they're currently stable. Shelter manager Amber Rowland says that they never know what kind of rescue will come through the door next. And this week, Santa Cruz Subaru will host a special adoption event with reduced fees. So,
yeah.
visit
Yeah, go ahead. Visit where?
scanimalshelter.org.
Okay. You know, and I tell you what, we'll do the zipper thing on the other side because that's more a discussion issue because that's just a thing.
You don't want to discuss the 25 exploding cats? Or
they're not exploding cats.
they exploded?
It's not a.
They were
card
in an
game.
explosion.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
I just want to make a video game out of the news.
Okay.
There is a card game called Exploding Kittens. That's a thing.
Yeah.
But that's what it is.
Yes.
But that has nothing to do with this.
Oh, no. So I found out this week that Darla was actually, so about 4 months ago in San Jose, there was a thing where they had like 15 dogs in an apartment, and that's where Darla came from.
Oh.
And
That's why you sent that to me. Okay.
We can talk about that.
I didn't see Darla in there, but that was,
no.
there were quite a few in frame.
Yeah, she was, and so I understand a little more of her some of her behavior now, but she's adjusting well. I mean, she's like, oh my God, this is like the thing now, and I am happy here. And now she is not like old pal Loki, who I could have opened the door and he would have never left. No, she will leave. But she will leave because she wants to go on a walk and you to follow her. But so you've got to make sure you get a leash on her before you do that. But she's happy. She's happy where she's at. So that's good. Okay, so we'll hit some more of this stuff on the other side. In the meantime, we will be right back after this short break for the first commercials. And yeah, we'll see you on the other side right here on SantaCruzVoice.com. You are listening to One Season in the Sun.
Hi folks, Warren Knox here of Knox Roofing. I do have some names to share with you that truly are important and distinguished. Names like GAF's Master Elite Contractor, Owens Corning Preferred Contractor, Duralast's Elite Contractor. What do all these titles have to do with you? It means when you hire Knox Roofing, you will be hiring the best in the roofing business. So call Knox Roofing. You won't be disappointed. Call Knox Roofing at 461-0634 anytime. Thanks, folks.
I've got a question for you. Do you want a lower car payment just by making a phone call? You know, most people buy a car and they pay whatever the car dealer says their interest rate is, and they forget about it and make payments. But did you know there is a secret in your contract that allows another company to refinance any car payment to try and lower it? It's true. There is indeed a company out there that knows the ins and, more importantly, the outs on car loans, and they know how to lower your current car payments. It's easy and fast, and you could have a lower car payment next month. Make this free call right now and find out if you could lower your existing car payment. Call the Car Savings Hotline right now. The call is free.
Call now, 800-471-4435. 800-471-4435. 800-471-4435. That's 800-471-4435.
Treehouse dispenses not only the finest cannabis products, but information to those who want to know how to use cannabis for maximum benefit. Hello, I'm Jenna. If you would like to know how best to use cannabis, ask your friends and neighbors at Treehouse Dispensary, 3651 Soquel Drive. If you're 21 plus with a valid ID, no appointment is necessary and the information is free. Order online at ourtreehouse.io and pick up at our drive-thru. See you soon.
Since I first met you, I used to be your only one. Now I'm drowning in your shadow. I'm left lost in what's become. I don't wanna be lonely too long. Come on, girl, make up your mind. I won't be second best. I've stood the test of time. I won't be second best. That's where I draw the line. I won't be second best to the lies you tried to hide. And if I'm second best, then it's time to say goodbye.
All right, we're back right here on SantaCruzVoice.com. You are listening to One Season in the Sun. Thank you to the house band there. That's the house band from way back in version 4.
Oh, wow.
And we're in version 6 now. So that's I thought about having the house band redo that in version 6 and see how it came out, because that it fits. It also fits under the rights and copyrights better that way. So it's,
Well, there you go.
yeah, no,
It just sounds like you're like, well, that was version 4. This is version 6. It's like how Destiny's Child was constantly swapping people out.
yeah.
I won't be second best. That's where I draw the line.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Okay. She's taking notes on song lyrics now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
I want to get into your mind.
Okay.
Well,
I pour over
That's
these
a choice.
later when I'm not here, you know.
I
Commit it all to
that's
memory.
what the notes are for.
That's
for obsessions. Okay, there you go.
Do you think there's going to be a test later, or
I don't know.
I don't.
See,
This is
I would play a part of the Hall & Oates song, but apparently
Nope.
with
Nope.
the stuff I've had to do
Nope.
this week, that's a bad idea.
That's more work for me. No. We don't need to do that.
Yeah. Oh my God. So
Sing that a cappella. If you
yeah.
need to.
No, I don't think you can.
You can't even do that.
I don't think you can.
Whistle.
Well,
Nothing.
I'm unwilling
Can
to
you think
test.
it?
I'm unwilling to challenge Spotify on this anymore.
ooh.
I'm thinking the song "Singing in the Rain" right now. So come for me if you want. I'm not singing it,
That may be
but I'm thinking it.
that may be
That's the next generation of surveillance right there.
that may be no. It's when you put it on the podcast is where it becomes the problem. Doing it on the live show,
Sure is.
no big deal. Doing it on the podcast,
Yeah.
apparently big deal. Okay.
Yeah, live show lulls you into a false sense of security.
Yeah, so tell us about
It's fine on TikTok. It's fine everywhere.
there's apparently Zipper news.
Yeah.
Get us the
Yeah.
news from Big Zipper.
Okay. So
Damn. All right, there we go.
IKYKY. No, if you know, you know. YKK.
Okay.
The world's largest zipper manufacturer has introduced a new product called Airy String.
Airy.
It's
Okay.
a tapeless zipper.
Spell that.
AIRY string.
Okay.
Registered trademark. Yeah.
Okay.
So that allows the zipper to be sewn directly onto the fabric without the tape backing, which reduces the weight by 10 to 15% and offers greater flexibility for garment design. So this all sounds really good, right?
Yeah.
To attach these tapeless zippers, you need a specialized sewing machine, which was jointly developed by this company called Juki, and YKK. And YKK leases the Juki manufactured machines to garment makers. So subscription zippers.
Subscription zippers. Now, a zipper is a fastener consisting of 2 rows of metal or plastic. Is this metal or plastic? And there's 2.
Well, it's metal.
Okay, so it's technically still a zipper.
Right, but unless you have this specialized machine, you can't attach it.
Ooh.
Because it doesn't have the traditional tape backing that you would use to attach it.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
So they're claiming that the leasing model is good because it lets companies adopt the technology without the upfront cost.
Right. Every leaser thinks their leasing model is good.
It's a really nice way of looking at creating a zipper cartel.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is like the USBs and all the different kind of connectors that our phones have, you know? We can have...
YKK is already like the biggest manufacturer of zippers in the world. So this will make them far more dominant.
Imagine having one of those patents.
Yeah.
Yeah, they even say they don't have the patent on zippers. The patent on zippers actually expired.
Ooh.
But they do have patents on processes and intellectual property that they've developed in the land of zippers.
The burgeoning field of zipper technologica.
Yes. Technology. Yeah. But so far, North Face is manufacturing coats made with the new zipper. So it
sounds like they're trying to make it so it sounds like they're trying to eliminate all other zippers and make it so people can't do their own stuff anymore.
Right. Has this gone through the lab rat phase where it's actually been tested? I'm curious. Like
North Face is doing that right now.
Yes.
And it's 10 to 15% the weight of a standard zipper.
No, it takes 10 to 15% of the weight off because it doesn't have the tape backing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, there.
Is that why we were hearing the zipper so frequently before the show?
They own, by the way, 40% of the global zipper market already.
YKK.
So that's not nearly enough.
Yeah.
They need considerably more.
Their megalomaniacal zipper subscription.
And I sure wouldn't say that this was investment advice of any sort, but looks like YKK is about to become an even bigger company. So I don't know. That's maybe something to look into.
You never thought that that Big Zipper would be the one bringing everything down. I don't know.
The Big Zipper.
It reminds me of that old poem for the want of a nail.
How does that go? For the want of a nail?
Well,
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, you could. Oh, it's an old poem. And it basically just says that because there wasn't this, I mean, I can tell you, it's for the want of a nail, the shoe was lost. For the want of a shoe, the horse was lost. For the want of a horse, the rider was lost. For the want of a rider, the battle was lost. For the want of a battle, the kingdom was lost. All for the want of a nail.
What would we want if we lost the zipper?
A zipper?
Yeah. Okay.
That's what we'd be missing if we didn't have a zipper. It's a zipper.
I guess.
Because they're wicked handy.
They are wicked. I'd go with that. I would go with that. They're so handy that they're going to do subscription or this required sort of the sewing machine, basically. It's super specialized, patented, right, to put these in.
Yes. You can't own this sewing machine.
Oh, and it's called the Airy String for real. Airy String.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they'll regret.
But like, it's a little thing
that
you don't think about zippers, and you know how large of a share. I mean, most zippers. In fact, here I'm looking at my zipper. YKK. Sure enough.
Uh-huh.
Almost every zipper you ever see says YKK, and that's they only own 40% currently.
Well, 40%. I mean, that's almost Apple hold, because Apple has 50%, sometimes up to 55% of the global market, and that's one company, and they're the only ones that make Apple phones. So it's just kind of like, alrighty.
We have membership dues, proprietary rights to zipping light.
Sure. Yeah, there you
But
go.
if the old sewing machines break down, you're possibly only going to be able to lease sewing machines. Who knows? We don't really.
Yeah, Well,
especially if they say that, that particular zipper is our intellectual property, and therefore, in order to interact with it.
Oh my God! This is going to come to leasing pants. You're not going to be able to own pants anymore. You know, somebody's
all the time. Timeshare pants.
Timeshare pants.
Yeah, we'll Zoom all the time. You don't have to wear pants.
Can we market that product? Pants timeshares. Listen, sometimes you're sleeping. You can't wear pants all the time. That's absurd. So let other people wear them in the meantime.
There you go. So I tell you what. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to hit that second break.
Marketable.
We'll be back right here on Santa Cruz Voice. You are listening to One Season in the Sun.
See you soon.
With a little help from our friends. Santa Cruz Voice would like to rent or lease an office in Mid-County or thereabouts for our hosts and their VIP guests to conduct interviews. We are looking for 200 square feet, give or take, with secure access, and are willing to share with an existing business that has an extra office to rent. If you know of such a space, please let us know at info@santacruzvoice.com. That's info@santacruzvoice.com. And thank you for being a friend.
Attention content producers. You can have access to a complete digital media production facility at Satellite Co-working and Digital Media Studio on Soquel Avenue. Easily rent video and audio equipment, a studio with green screen, editing suite, and audio booth, all at can't say no rates. Schedule a tour to see for yourself at satellitecoworking.com. Mention Santa Cruz Voice for 20% off your first reservation.
The wife says the boat's got to go, no problem. Stored at Anbar Self-Storage in U-Haul, easy off Highway 1 by the airport. 24-hour security for cars, boats, and RVs. Stored away at Anbar Self-Storage in U-Haul and Freedom.
You made the products, now you have to deliver. Anbar Self-Storage and U-Haul has the moving vans, shipping boxes, and packing materials you need to deliver them. Easy off Highway 1 on Airport Boulevard by the airport. Anbar Self-Storage and U-Haul in Freedom.
Get hooked up with affordable cannabis at your neighborhood Hook Outlet dispensary. We have locations in Santa Cruz, Capitola, and Watsonville. At each Hook Outlet, you will find unmatched low prices on the Hook's unparalleled selection of top quality medical and recreational cannabis flower, vapes, drinks, gummies, and concentrates. The Hook outlets are Santa Cruz County's best source for the finest cannabis at the lowest prices. See for yourself. Stop by any Hook outlet and say hi. We'll see you there. HookOutlet.com.
Saturday morning, leash in hand. Coffee's gone cold, but the day's been planned. You'll find the crowd and the chaos starts. Tails are wagging like beating hearts. It's the dog park with all the dogs there, and the people you see that you don't really know, 'cause it's the dog park. It's the dog park.
All right, we are back right here on SantaCruzVoice.com. They, as an homage, that is not exactly the lyrics we saw, because I've been trying to chase down the dog park song from Progressive, and apparently it wasn't actually a whole song. It was just a little chorus. And so then they, made a bigger thing, and everybody's like freaking out about it. So I asked the house band, what can you do with it? And they're like, oh, we can do something. And so they brought us that. And so we'll do that as our play out today. So we'll do that as a play out, because everything is going to be house band stuff, because, well, Spotify said so. So there we go. All right.
We love the house band.
Yeah, house band's great.
The house band is infinitely creative.
And so what's crazy though is that they may actually make the full song because there's so much want for it. But if you listen, if you watch the commercial, and Kent's having trouble rejoining, I don't know why. If you watch the commercial, you listen, the song's actually pretty happening in, but then you end up with a song that's better than a lot of stuff on the radio. And in fact, Progressive commercial had 3 million streams for a commercial for people wanting to find the song.
That sounds like a lot.
That is indeed a lot for a song. And so I'm just trying to, okay, there we go. I was trying to find streaming results for commercial songs, and apparently it's not that big of a thing, but it is certainly something that I'm feeling like is this one in particular is really kind of taking at least the commercial world by storm. And whoever is making this who made that, man, they've got some stuff, being able to keep some people coming to them, because if they're getting that much off of a 25 second blurb from something in a commercial, that you can't there's money to be made for that, for sure.
Well, Convoy came from a bread commercial.
Yeah. No, and because we were talking, talking about that again last week, where there are so many songs that came from movies and were written for movies, but how many songs written for commercials have become real songs? I guess we could ask.
Oh, I bet there's
how many songs written for commercials have been made into full songs and been in the top 100?
Well, we know there's a lot of recording artists who have worked for advertisers.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, there are songs that have been in commercials that have either or been in commercials, openings of things that, you wish there was a full version, like the Tony Bennett Lady Gaga version of Baby It's Cold Outside is only for a 45-second Target commercial, and it is the best version.
Oh, didn't they have a whole concert? I thought there was a whole concert.
They never did the whole song.
Really? I think I heard it. Watched them perform it on a stage.
They may have done that. I don't know if they did or not, but they never made a recording of it. There's not a recording of them doing it out there unless there's something from the thing. But okay, so here's some confirmed examples of this. We've Only Just Begun by the Carpenters was originally created for a commercial for a bank and then recorded as a full song. And it peaked as number 2.
Amazing.
It peaked as, when I went, I found this earlier, which is right why we did this, but, let's see here. Let's see. And then, it peaked at number 2. And Down by Marion Hill gained popularity after being used in an Apple commercial, reached number 21. Let's see.
I love that song.
Give me more examples. There we go. Because I'm just like, I'm just, let's see. I'm looking for, I'm just having it, give up examples. Yes. This is one. This is one that maybe you don't even think about. Jingle for the Coke commercial. What song?
Mm-hmm.
What song did they make out of that?
I'd like to teach the world to sing.
Yes.
Song that ended the 60s.
Let's see. Jeans On by David Dundas started as a television advertising jingle in the UK for the brand Brutus Jeans. Peaking at 17 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100. Inside by Stillskin was written by Peter Lawler specifically for the Levi's Creek TV ad in 1994, and then released as a full single. And then it didn't find a top on the 100, but still a song that it was done. Country Sunshine, which was another one done for a Coke ad, was released as a single, and then it peaked at 49. Forever by Chris Brown was commissioned by Wrigley's Gum.
Possibly one of the biggest songs ever made.
Yeah. And it was something that they said, Wrigley said, hey, we'll give you $1 million. Talk about gum.
Because the taste lasts forever. So do something with that, Chris Brown. Yeah. And he was like, I can do that.
Yeah. And I've asked it to dig deeper now. I tell you what. Let's see. Thinking longer for better answer. The AI is afraid today because I have yelled at it several times. I'm just like, geez, stop jacking around here, my friends.
Times of Your Life by Paul Anka for Kodak.
Yes. There was, and it's amazing how many. I mean, the songs written for movies absolutely were done, and as somebody who made a pretty decent living for a while doing bass and guitar parts for commercials, I can tell you that some of the composition and hit points of these songs are just crazy, because if you have 27 seconds or less to hit, and a lot of times they're asking you to deliver what they're wanting in 15 to 17 seconds. And it's just an amazing amount of what brings these things brings these things to life when somebody says, hey man, this is super popular. So I'm going to, I don't think this is going to be such a hard thing to do, but I believe Dog Park is going to be a number one single at some point. Well, okay, Dog Park's going to be on the Dog's Park's going to be on the
You may need to improve it a little bit, or kind of
sounded like an opinion to me.
Yeah, they're going to have
draw out a bit of emotional response.
Dog Park is going to be on the Hot 100, and
we haven't used the disclaimer, all episode.
Wait.
Hint.
The opinions you hear being expressed today are those of the program hosts.
All right, here we go.
Just to make it clear.
Yeah, just to make it clear. So, I tell you what,
Is there time?
In the meantime, we've got 9 minutes left.
Time is on our side.
Well, should we preview tomorrow then?
I think.
Yeah, what's happening tomorrow?
Oh, okay. Bombastic. Okay, so here we go. Bombastic. Yeah, Times of Your Life was there. First time.
Sure.
A lot of 3 Coke commercials.
Yeah.
How do you
they
like
also
that?
invented Santa Claus.
Well, but here's the thing.
They're pretty busy.
Coke commercials, that shows you the money they're spending on the music. Why? Because they understand something that we've talked about, in the classes and stuff that we've done here. That when you're doing advertising, the music is so powerful. And if you really, really make the music hit, you can have it hit.
Every second is gold.
Did I say about Bombastic?
You said that 2 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And First Time by Robin Beck.
Oh, Bombastic.
And then here's one that we should have thought of right off. It's originally a single for McDonald's campaign, I'm Loving It. Who's the artist?
Is it Beyonce?
Justin Timberlake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Hey, Mara.
Well, there we go. All right. So I'll tell you what. Since we seem to have time.
Speaking of fantastic
have you ever seen
songs,
him breakdance? His breakdancing is horrific. When he was dating Britney Spears, she had to watch him at a public event.
And now the
world just wanted to be anywhere else.
And now the world has to watch her. And
yes,
it's.
I love it.
I tell you what, fault.
Yeah, that's right. It's Justin Timberlake's fault. She's getting him back for the breakdance episodes. Okay, well there you go. So I'll tell you what. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take the time here. Hold on here.
Ooh.
I know.
This is the song. This
song's effervescent.
I'm going to get more pop out of this. Hold on.
Feels pretty poppy.
No, I mean, I'm trying to get it.
The highs are a little low. There's a prevalence of bass, I guess, but it sounds good.
That's a keytar.
All right.
It's only air and soap, but she makes it a universe.
That's what they say.
Welcome to This Week in Bubbles.
Well, thank you so much for This Week in Bubbles.
Hold on. Hold on here. I gotta hear that again. Hold on here.
Welcome to This Week in Bubbles.
Oh, there's a little high pitch ratchet.
I like that.
That's the Tony Stark hammer. Yeah.
Well, that's why I wept the first time I heard it when you said it to me. I was like, "This is the song. It's epic."
Well, there you go.
It is epic.
Yeah. So
yes. So that's a full song that was created for a segment on a local radio show. So there you go.
What's up?
What up? What up?
Step up your game, rest of the world.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Well, the important thing to say about
We're
bubbles
using
is
up
that
valuable bubble time. So
it's been a week of perfect bubble making weather.
Are all the bubbles in stable condition now?
Well, I do have a story for you from the bubble field Saturday at the CSU Stanislaus
From
Warrior
the bubble field.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on. That requires a sound.
The bubble field.
There you go.
The bubble field.
The bubble field.
Feel the gravitas.
Wait a minute. Here we go. The bubble field.
Can you isolate that? Nice.
It needs to be
so
bigger
official.
though. It needs to be like
it does.
Boom.
Yeah, send it to me. I'll make it huge.
Okay, here we go. You have it. You sent this to me. All right.
Okay.
So, stories from the bubble field.
Yeah. It's a short and sweet one.
Oh, okay.
And this one probably nobody will tell us we'll get kicked off the air for telling it, but which is, that was a highlight of my life last week.
Let's not relive it. Okay? Hold on.
Highlight of your
Opinions
life.
you hear being expressed today are those of the program host.
Okay, so there we go. I'm pre-acknowledging. Okay, so go ahead.
Saturday at the CSU Stanislaus Warrior Expo, Alejandro Castro translated into Spanish the details of my academic research on bubbles to Merced High School students.
Wait, is that it?
That was it.
Okay, hold on. All right, hold on. Here we go. Wait. There you go.
The CSU Stanislaus Warrior Expo. Yeah.
Academic in what discipline?
It's a combination of art, astrophysics, and voice performance. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. And
is that like a major? Can you major in bubbles?
You can. You can actually write bubble theory for the University of California, Davis, which you could start, but I didn't finish, so it's possible.
Okay.
Still yet to be done.
Possibubble.
It's a possible.
It's impossibubble.
There's a reason to keep me around.
Okay, there we go.
And I wanted to mention, too, that upcoming in Bubbles, 4 p.m. on the 26th of October at Woodhouse, I am singing 12 original tunes by David O. Smith with his L.A. Caliber band, Free to Be. And I will not do Bubbles that night at the Lighthouse because of that.
So that's...
You're not going to just have one of those things that just like makes bubbles
like a bubble gun.
Yeah, like some bands have fog.
Yeah, a bubble machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems like she would be employing a device that was attempting to put her out of business.
Well, we're always trying to figure out how to continue to make bubbles without actually making them. Part of my practice is to remove all materials eventually and only use the voice and
to
ideas.
Make bubbles.
Mm-hmm. And then implant them in people's minds actually without saying anything.
So you're going.
Inception.
So basically, you're looking to make bubbleless bubbles,
like thought bubbles. Like in a comic book, you're trying to create actual comic book thought bubbles.
You're saying too many good
heads.
things. I can't write them down fast
Inception.
enough. Inception, bubbleless bubbles.
All right, so tomorrow we've got Taste Test Tuesday on a Wednesday, which has we've got news combined with Taste Test Tuesday.
Are they going to be glow in the dark
controversy
iguanas?
and law and order and all of that.
Saturday morning.
And then let's see, what else are we going to have? I don't know. Tune in, see this.
Next time.
Hey, you know what? Here we go. Extended dog park song homage